just to make sure that the server load is properly defined on your website. And then moving to the one of the most important aspects of a website, the URL structure. So URLs are generally treated as very strong signals in rankings. So our experts actually recommend you to have a uniform directory structure. So current is an example of Microsoft India, but you can see in these three examples. First is windows.microsoft.com/small en small -in. The other one is, if you see the same URL /small en and then capital IN. And the third one is microsoft.com/India. So like we all know, this is actually the Microsoft India website, and the so this is the Microsoft India website. This is Microsoft India website, and this is actually, and if you see the second level of directory structures just outside the home, there are three different directory structures. First is the small en -in. The other one is capital. And the third one is /India. So what is the recommended URL structure for that? They should actually stick up with the one URL structure, one directory structure. The first one is the /en -in. So what they should actually do, they should 301 redirect the other ones to the recommended URL structure. So the en capital IN should be replaced by en small in, and the third one, where they have the /India directory structure, should be replaced by en -in. So a uniform directory structure throughout the website, instead of having multiple directory structures for different sections. There's another example of Skoda's website, where you can see the multiple directories have been called out in different folders. Take the first example, where the employee speaks have been repeated 2 times. And if you see the other example for test drive and prices and others. So this is not constant throughout the website. You don't need 2 times employee speaks in your URL. Or you don't need test drive in two times in your URL, or prices in 2 times in your URL. And canonical issues. Canonical URLs, moving to the next best practices, which is canonical URLs. So these are some examples. Yourwebsite.com, yourwebsite.com/index.html, without www, yourwebsite.com, and without www, yourwebsite.com/index.html. So these are very general issues which have been found on most of the websites. So currently, when websites are built, they have this /index.html or index.php issue. What you need to make sure, once your site goes live, or even doing the technical audit, you need to make sure that you have just the one version, because the /index.html or /index.php, these are actually part of the homepage content, or which can actually dilute your linkability and serve multiple versions of URL to search engines. Serving multiple versions of same content with different URLs, which can actually lead you with penalties like Panda and over optimization. So you need to make sure, once you actually start your website, or once you're doing this technical audit, you need to make sure you should have only the one URL structure, either with www or without www. Moving on to the other best practices for URL structure, that is case-sensitive URL. So we can see in the mentioned examples for ebay.in. So the first URL is ebay.in/chp capital audio -books and then the ID. In the next example, it's ebay.in/chp the small audio books, the audio.books, and then the ID. So for most of us, these URL look same, but for search engines, these are 2 different versions of a URL which are serving the same content. So when you actually define your website structure, you need to make sure either they have in capital or in uppercase or lowercase. What we recommend you here is to actually have those URL in lowercase, so that they are constant throughout the website. You do not need to call out your specific keywords in capital and all. So just to make sure your website follows the same directory structure throughout the website. And the other one is trailing slashes. This is an example of This is an example of Yebi, which is one of the leading e-commerce portals in India. So what you can see, they have this online shopping, then hyphen, and the last one is bags.html. The other one is the same URL, then a trailing slash in the end. What they have done, so these are for search engines. If you have those trailing slashes in URL, they are treated as one of the same versions. So ideally they are same, but if you use these trailing slashes in URLs and show a different URL, search engine treat them as a different version of URL. So serving same content with different versions of URL can actually lead you in duplicate content issues. So what they have done wrong here, so they have put a 302 redirection, which is a temporary redirection. But the page is actually the copy of the main page. So there should be a 301 instead of 302. So they've been doing this site-wide. So this is one of the reasons they're not showing up on most of the keywords. So Flipkart or Mantra actually dominates the entire e-commerce rankings. So they have this technical pitfalls in their website. So what you should do for your trailing flashes, best is to 301 redirect. Some people don't show any URL with these trailing flashes, which is like wasting your URL efforts. So make sure you don't throw 404 when someone actually adds the trailing slash at the end of the URL. 302, like we have seen the example of Yebi, which is like wasting the link juice and your efforts. And 200 is like serving a different page to search engine with the same content. It's like creating duplicate content and indexing issues for your website. Next, we move on to the pagination. So we all have seen when